Today is 26 January 2026, training for Boston Marathon.
Excited, man. I need this rest day to come closer, you know.
Have you done Boston?
Yes, I did it the fall 2021 edition, so first one after COVID. So this will be my first true Patriots Day Boston. This time around I am doing a lot more downhill. I'm like a pretty quad dominant runner to begin with, so I really need to work on just callousing the quads for that first half is a lot of downhill, and last time I got to like mile 15, 16, right where you start climbing Newton Hills, and I had like nothing left in my legs because I just hadn't prepared for the course. So this time around we're really gonna make sure I still have some run in my legs when we get to those hills.
How is it having our whole marathon team going to Boston?
Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I've never had so many other teammates doing the same marathon, so yeah, we're gonna have a really fun squad.
Yeah, the Boston training has been going really well. I think this is a year that we've really been very specific with like how we train and the train and looking at, you know, the hills that we're running on specific to the Boston course. And we really dialed in the weight room as well. We really want to try to get the athletes to callus their quads and be as strong as they've ever been going into Boston. So I'm super confident with the training. Alex obviously just raced the New York City half. He's in the thick of marathon training, so I think it was a good run for him. And he's just really excited to continue to build into Boston. Wesley's looking as good as he ever looked. I think in training, those two together are just, you know, a force to be reckoned with. And I think Paige is really taken to heart, like really working on the hills and the specificity of the course, and I think that's something that she felt like she could work on and do a better job. So in Flagstaff, we've really been focused on just a specificity of the Wesley course, and I think that's going really well. Mercy's home in Kenya, and there's a ton of hills there for her as well, so everyone's just really locked in, dialed in. Very, very excited to see how Boston goes.
How's the marathon build been?
Fatigue, you know, but that's expectations. It's been smooth, but yeah, we're getting in there. We hang in there.
We are 6 weeks out to Boston, and we can't wait to get there.
What are you most excited for when you go to Boston?
Kind of like everything. I'm just excited for the race itself.
How's it feel going out with our whole crew?
Great, more support than last year, and again this year having a training partner is good, so I think it's gonna be a good year.
It's been a while since I've done a challenging course like this, and yeah, I think I'm just excited to test myself against everyone else out there, and yeah, just go into it more prepared than I did in 2021 and feel like I conquered the course rather than it conquered me. Boston will be unique in that there'll be 4 of us there. It'll be Mercy and Alex and Wesley and myself, and yeah, I think that's just really rare to have 3 teammates who are doing the same marathon as you, and I think it's just gonna elevate the energy and excitement, and I don't know, I feel like it almost feels like college cross country a little bit, where it's like you're out there with your teammates competing and can work together a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Today we have a 10 by 300 meter hill with 2 minutes rest. Definitely touching on a little bit of speed and strength here, but overall it's in a marathon build. This is one of the more manageable days, honestly. So they're just knocking out some hills.
See the way it looks at you?
This one is the one that paid the bills now. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, Jenna! What's up, Paige? How you feel, Paige?
Moral of the story is don't let Alex and Wesley pick the hill.
Yeah, seriously. They're all about the mileage. So
Yeah. No, it was good. Thinking about Heartbreak.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what your favorite and least favorite part of this marathon build has been?
I think my least favorite part has been the 24-mile long run, where I ran back and forth on the 0 to 4 stretch of Lake Mary 3 times, and it was like 25-mile-per-hour winds. And if you know the 0 to 4 stretch of Lake Mary, then you know you don't want to do it once, let alone 3 times. Favorite part, I had a lot of fun last weekend. So I got to do a long run with Julia and Rachel, and it's just been a while since I got to do a true like marathon long run workout with some other ladies, so that was a lot of fun.
Nice job. And then what's your favorite part and least favorite part just of a marathon? Running the marathon, start to finish.
Favorite part, probably being finished and you just feel so accomplished. Yeah, it's such a an epic feeling when you finish a marathon. And then least favorite is probably like mile 23. You're like so close, but it feels like a 5K. When you think about it, still feels so far, and you're just in so much pain at that point.
I feel like this Boston is just like, it might be good this year, next year it's like different thing. It's not gonna be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every year you do something a little bit.
Yeah. The only problem is you open a big gap at the beginning, like you have to go at least
Like
like,
the most different, at least there's no pacers to keep you, like you gotta make your own stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
It's easy to fall in a trap
Yeah.
compared
Like-
to a pacer race. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. If wasn't somebody makes a big mistake, it will be too late before you realize,
yeah. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
Be
the
cooked.
pacers they'll be like, oh, I got it, so we're on time. Wait.
Right.
But
this
like,
one
I
is
feel
like-
good, let me put a 420. And then 2 months
And then
later,
we get
damn.
up the hill. That's it. Yeah. Even 200, Hey man, if I have that chance, I would wait I'm gonna win the race. Somebody will be like, man, this guy, man, the last minute,
Alex, what's the best part about having Wesley as a training partner?
It makes everything seem simple, the way he talks, and the way he executes even, sometimes, makes everything look so easy. So it makes life super fun for me.
Wesley, what's the best part of having Alex as a training partner?
He will stick to the pace. If we say 3 flat, he won't even go to 59 or 301. It's a cruise control.
hills until 25K, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of hills before
Oh.
25K.
But just wait,
Just
25 is the
the
really
big ones.
got it.
Yeah.
And is it long hills? Like
Yeah.
like gradual inclines, or is it steep?
I think like the only really steep one I think is Heartbreak.
Oh, Patriot. So if you go across the bridge in New York, like the half marathon, is it similar to that?
Yeah.
Like that type of hills? It's not right.
Probably even steeper.
It was better
Wes.
to just keep going this way.
Can you
They
guess
turned
this
around.
shoes mileage?
400 miles.
400? Nope.
Too many.
620.
620
Yep,
miles?
Yep.
Got fresh shoes for you.
No. Woo-hoo! That's long one, so.
I
Fuel,
like it.
so.
I like it.
Wesley, what was your favorite part of this marathon build?
I would say the long run, 40 Ks.
Why is that?
Because he gets to do what he wants.
No, because that simulates like what you're gonna do in the race. So, and my favorite between that 40 K is from 30 to 35K. Because you're tired, you hit the pace at the same time. It keeps you what you need to do, for like the last 5K. So, because coach always say, finish the last kilometer faster than you started. So I gotta keep that in my mind. So even if you are tired, if you run like that 9K like 3 flat, you gotta run 59 over that one. So. I should have paced, man. Where's my shoes?
And the work is done, so a few more weeks to go.
So we are out here at Mailboxes on Lake Mary Road, and our athletes just finished up one of their last big sessions going into Boston. We're really pleased with how they executed today, but one of the things that we've really been talking a lot about and emphasizing, and our athletes have been doing a good job of, is really owning the entire process of this build and being intentional every single day. And just as much as it was important that they executed the workout today, it was also important that yesterday they went a little easier on their run. They did some strides to prime the system for today. They fueled really well for dinner last night. They got a good night's sleep. They showed up today with all of their bottles ready to go, all of their gels ready to go, labeled. And we really just focused so much on the process of not just owning the workouts, but owning the space between the workouts. And living each day with intention and understanding what the purpose of each day is in the build, and really trying to do our best to execute what that purpose is. And I think it kind of goes against maybe human nature a little bit, because when you're in school growing up, I think it can be easy to maybe be a little passive during the first part of the semester, for example, and then rally and cram for the final exam, and you don't necessarily always have to live with that intention on a day-to-day basis. And so I've really been pleased with the way our athletes show up every day with intention, and in a lot of ways it's similar to the analogy that I use about heating the room, where if you have an ice cube in a room that's 0 degrees Fahrenheit and your objective is to melt the ice cube and you can only heat the room 1 degree every day, If you show up on day 1 and heat the room 1 degree, it'll be 1 degree Fahrenheit, and you'll still have an ice cube. You do that on day 2, it'll be 2 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll still have an ice cube. And you have to do that every single day until you get to day 33, and that's when the ice cube melts. But it's not that there's anything special about day 33, it's that days 1 through 32 had to be stacked in consecutive order before that. And I think so often in our sport, we get way too focused on melting the ice cube, or in the case of our athletes, race day and what we're gonna do on race day. And the reality is what you can do on this day or every day in the lead up to it is just heat the room and understand what the purpose of the day is. And then when you get to the race, it's not like there's anything special. It's just showing up and living with intention on race day. And you're not spending all of this anxious energy trying to think about what you're gonna do when you get there. And so for our athletes right now, you know, we won't really decide what they're gonna do in Boston until the day before the race, when we have a good feel for the weather and how the rest of the build has gone and, you know, how they're feeling. And really we just try to keep the intention every single day on, okay, what do you need to do today? Own the process of today, and really trying to get a win every single day. And if you stack wins by living intentionally, that's when the workouts start to go well, because you're owning the space between the workouts, and that's when you can put together a really good block that allows you to be prepared and ready to go. So we're very happy with the execution today. But in reality, it's about execution every day. And so tonight we'll go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, and tomorrow will be about recovery and executing that. And that's what I really think has been special about our athletes this build.